welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to film my Cash to Fin for week 2 of June. So you'll be watching this on the Friday, so the Saturday just gone, it was the big budgeting meetup, and I was lucky enough to go and meet loads of new people. Everyone was so friendly and so welcoming. It was such a good day. It was really nice because there was like a few games that we played. They had a guest speaker, which was really nice, and then just all the shopping and the like mingling time was really lovely. Yeah, everyone that I spoke to was so nice, but I managed to meet and have a chat with Lissy at Boho Budgets. If it wasn't for Lissy, I wouldn't probably have gone, because she messaged me when there was a swap that came up, and she was like, you know, I know you've been wanting a ticket, there's one that's just come up, and it was literally last weekend as well as swaps. So basically, if Lissy hadn't messaged me, I probably wouldn't have gone. So yeah, if you're watching this, Lissy, thank you very much. I also met Budget with Christina. It was really nice to have a chat with her, because it was I spoke to Christina before I started my YouTube channel, and she gave me some really good advice around sort of filming, and, you know, film it and don't post it and you'll get a feel. And yeah, it was nice to speak to her and just sort of thank her as well, obviously, for the advice, because I feel like it's just such a nice community to be a part of, and I feel like without Christina's advice, I probably wouldn't necessarily have started filming on YouTube. Who else did I meet? Oh, I met Mel at Bonnie Budgeting. She was so lovely. We chatted about her little cats and her dog, who are the cutest little... She's got Ben and Glenn, who are 2 little kittens, and they are adorable. But yeah, it was really nice having a chat with her. I met and spoke briefly to sort of Jill from Jill Budgets, and met Jen as well from Glasgow Mum Budgets. She was so lovely. Yeah, honestly, it was so lovely to meet everyone. Yeah, we had a really nice day. It was really sunny, it was really warm, and we all spent a lot of money, which was good fun. So I thought I'd start actually by doing, I'll go through the bits that I got at BBMU. A few people just sort of asked if I'll film a video, and I was like, yeah, I think I probably will do, because it's just nice, isn't it, to show off all the different creators' products and things. So I didn't get a goodie bag ticket. I had the sort of standard, I think, is it a no frills ticket. So everything here I bought myself. But yeah, I'll go through them shop by shop anyway. I tried to support every single shop and buy one thing, but annoyingly, I think I missed Stacey Budgets. I think that's the one shop that when I've looked through, I haven't actually got anything from. I spent basically the whole day with Emma from Savings and Scenes, and she bought from that shop, and I think I obviously had forgotten to pick something up and buy it. So yeah, that's the only shop that I actually did miss. But I'll start off with these 2 here, because these were I got from the swaps table. So I think these are Katie at Budget Vloggers. I think she did a box, didn't she? And they're just 2 of the little minis, but obviously I do minis like with my leftover change and things like that. So picked these up, and I'm going to assign them something on the back, and then I'll put these into my mini but mighty jar. I'm trying to decide where to put them all when I've done them. Right, okay. So next up, I'll do Rainbow Budgets and Plans. So I've got this little set of minis here. I've opened some bits and bobs, but not all of it. So also, if this is too long, I'll split it into 2 parts, and this will just be a haul, a BBMU haul, but we'll see. So these are just different minis, all the different colours, and I think she said it saves 150, I think she said, when you're done. So yeah, they're just all little numbers. 4 seems to be the highest. Yeah, so again, they'll get assigned numbers on the back. They'll get assigned categories on the back, and then I'll add them into my mini but mighty jar. Put them on top of Katie's, get a little bit bigger. And then also from Natalie, I got the Rainbow Colour Bomb. So I got these. Carol at Dolly B Budgets. I've already met Carol. I love her. She's great. She's amazing. She's the most friendly, welcoming person you will meet probably in the community. But she should get commission because she managed to sell Emma a Rainbow Foundations binder and what was the other one that Emma got? I think it was the Knockout 9, the colouring. I've got it as well, actually. The colouring 9, but yeah, she was basically stunning. She managed to sell Emma all these things, and then I was like, oh, I'm thinking about either getting this, or she had a Rainbow Rollers reverse. And Carol was like, yeah, I've just got that one and I'm doing this one. And she was like, you should get them, you should get. So then she was like, Emma, what are you getting? Hannah, what are you getting? So Carol needs a commission basically from BBMU, because I feel like she sold loads of people different things. But yes, I got the Rainbow Colour Bomb. So it's a game that you play. It's a scratch off. And basically you roll 2 dice. And then your key is, if it's a blank space, you save 5. If it's a rainbow bomb, then you save 10. And there's 15 rainbow bombs, and then the game's over once you've revealed all of them. And then for any square that you've not scratched off, you've got to save 10. So basically, if your first 15 that you scratch off are all rainbow bombs, you'll save 150 for them, and then you have to save 210 as well, because obviously nothing else will be scratched off. So it could be a big saver, but obviously it could be yeah, it'll be different for everyone. So I'm looking forward to playing that one. And then I got the reverse Rainbow Rollers. So in this one, obviously, you roll your coloured dice and then you scratch off whichever one it is. So it's erased this way. And then you save the amount that's under the scratch-offs. And then, obviously, whichever one gets to the end first, then that's the game over, basically. So, again, I got that, and I got the little dashboard that goes with it. Oh, this was just my little thank you card, which has a little colouring game on the back, a little colour with rainbow crayons, and then just a little card from Natalie. And then I got a completed envelope because I don't actually have one, and obviously I think I'm gonna sort of save all my challenges, reallocate them all in one go, so it'd be quite nice to be able to put the money into there. So I just picked one of these up from Rainbow Budgets and Plans. Then I got another little mini. It's just a little love bug one. I've seen loads of people do this, and it's just a nice small amount, but a little scratch off one, which I haven't got, like a scratch off mini yet. I've got a couple now. But yeah, so I'm going to pop that into my minis jar. And then again, I got the Rainbow Colouring 9. So it's basically Knockout 9, but it's flowers. So you sort of colour in each one, and then it's exactly the same as Shut the Box. So like when roll 2 dice, and then when you can't colour in anymore, then you're done, basically. You save whatever's left. So yeah, I spent quite a bit there. Then next up is this is from Essex Cash Stuffing. Yeah. So I haven't got any of these like race type games, and obviously I've got a bit of a Disney. I've got obviously Katie's Disney Challenge. I've got Katie's Disney Swapper. So I've got this as well. So I might do like a little bit of I don't know, like a themed binder maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's the same as everyone does. So you just roll a 6-sided dice. You assign different amounts to each up here, and then you sort of colour it in. And then whichever one gets to the bottom first wins. And I got the dashboard to go with that. Did I get this out of here already? I did, it's at the side of it. So I got from Studio Budget Co. I just got a little reading fuel mini challenge. It's up to 4 small amounts. It saves 24. It saves, and I'll probably put this into my books envelope. So yeah, that was from Studio Budget Co. This is Dingley Designs. Again, I got some minis. So I just got a little Christmas one, £1 per light bulb, and it just saves 10. Then I got this Daydreamer, because it's really pretty. Highest amounts are 3 on there. And then another little scratch off one. It says spring is her favourite season, and this one saves 16. So again, I'll decide what they're going to be and add them into the jar. I got these 2 from Charles Cash Budget. So this was the BBMU exclusive, and I think I might use this to save up for my ticket for next year's one. So it's just loads of different scratch offs. Obviously I don't know what it saves, it doesn't say anywhere. So yeah, I'll probably start that. I might get a little BBMU envelope and start saving into there. And then also from Charles Cash Budget, I got the movie trivia saver. So you just go through, you write down the different. So what was the name of the character played by Leonardo DiCaprio? So you'd write your answer there and then you'd scratch it off and then you'd see if you were right. I think if you're right, it's 5. If you get it wrong, then you save 10. But yeah, I just really liked that little game. Next was Soap's Budgeting Life. So I got from here, I got this 6 unlocked. I've seen, I think Carol's just finished it. And it seems like a bit of a smaller saver. And I got the dice as well that go with that. So yeah, you just roll the dice, roll all 6, and then you save whatever number you haven't rolled. So if you saved 1, 2, 3, and 4, but then say, I don't know, say you rolled 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and a 4, you'd have to save 5 plus 6, which would be 11. If you roll 1 of each, then technically you don't save anything. So yeah, I got that game. I got heads and tail dice because I didn't have one yet and I really wanted one. I got this little mini. So 2s and 1s, and then cherries are a 3. And then I'll do this first because I have already opened this. So this was the big dice one. It was the collab between Budget with Kerry and Soap's Budgeting Life. So, yeah, like I said, I had a little peek in here yesterday. So I'll go through them one at a time. So these get to the throne room. So you have to roll a 6-sided dice. Oh no, you don't. Sorry, that's wrong. So you go through, you have to follow the path. And then when you get to the door, you have to roll this dice. So if it's unlocked, you just go through. If it's locked, I believe you have to pay 10. Yeah, pay 10 to pass the door. And then there's just, I think, 6 pages of that. So you sort of go through. And then obviously when you get to the end, then you've reached the throne room. So that was that one. Then there is You Hold the Key. So you roll a numbered dice. It can be as big or as little as you want it to be. You roll both dice. If you roll a key, then you just save the number on the dice. If you roll a lock, then you've got to double the number. And then you cross off at the top if it's a key or a lock, and then you have to write in the box what you've saved. So that's that one. This one is Shake It Till You Make It. I think you're supposed to roll this dice here. And then you just sort of write on what you've rolled. And then obviously save that amount. This one's a good one. So you have to roll a dice. So your numbers are already set out here. So you have to roll the dice. And then if it's a 1 or a 2, you add the numbers. A 3 or a 4, you have to minus them. And then a 5 or a 6, you've got to times the numbers together. So like there's a 10 and a 2 here. There's an 8 and a 3. So if you got the times, it could be like upwards of 20. But then, yeah, I'll just like this. Again, it'll be different for everybody that plays the box. So, yeah, then we've got the Dice of Destiny. So you've got to roll a dice. And then whatever you roll, you've got to go to like the nearest number to it. So like to start with, obviously it'd be 7. So if you rolled a 6, you'd only have to save 1 because it's the distance. So it's like 7 minus whatever number you've rolled, basically. But then if you got a 1, you'd have to save 6 because it'd be 7 minus 1. But obviously as you get up to the top towards 24, it like if you rolled a 1 and then you got 24, you'd have to save £23. So that'll probably be quite a good saver. This one, you've got to roll your 20-sided dice again. Then you've got to scratch off whatever number it matches to, and then you save the number that's underneath. If you've already scratched the number, then you've got to times the number by 2 and then save that, basically. But the game doesn't finish until you've scratched off all 20 numbers. So say if you had 1 number left, but you just have to keep doubling numbers and saving it until you manage to roll that last number. So that again could be quite a big saver. This one here, you got to choose plus or times. You got to roll a 6-sided dice, take that number and then scratch off a number below. And then using the times or the plus, which I get to choose, you've then got to complete the sum. So then you write in the bottom, obviously, what you've saved for each one. And then the last challenge in here is the juicy roll. So get all the fruit to the glass below for the fruitiest juice in town. So you got to choose an amount for each colour / fruit. Roll the coloured dice to determine how much you will save, and then colour in a hat below for that fruit, and you've got to get all the fruits down to the glass below to finish. So yeah, and then also in here there's just a little sticker that says every day holds new magic. Got a little key ring that's like a really pretty rainbow. And then also, how nice is this dice? It's like turquoise and white marbled, which that's very Kerry, that colour, because I know it's her favourite colour. And then like little gold dots. I just think that's really beautiful. So yeah, that was the first thing that I bought from Surf. I'll put all of that back. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't, because I've just done the 6, haven't I? So we got those. And then I got the seasoned 4. So I think they've each obviously designed a season each. So we've got, so from Little Moon Budget, so she did spring. So we've got Big Groovy, so that's like a little mini that saves 20. We've got like a little lemon themed one from Sauce Budget in Life. So that is saves 16. Then we've got the Rocking Witch has done a Happy Harvest one, which saves 15. And then the Winter Window by Bethany Budgets saves 30, I think that'll be. And then there's also a bigger challenge for each. So Grooving into Spring, so that saves 50. Hot Gonk Summer, so this is a roll and save. I guess you could choose whatever dice you want, to be fair, for that one. Then the Rocking Witch has done this like autumn themed one that saves 40. And then Bethany Budgets has done like a little stamps one, and that saves 55. So a lot of these challenges I'm not going to use until next year. But I thought if I buy them there, then it just means that one, I'm set up, but also obviously you don't have to pay like postage and things like that, do you? So yeah, so that was everything from Surf. Right, next I'll do, what's this here? Oh yeah, this is from Bethany Budgets. So I just saw this dashboard and absolutely loved it. So I'm going to put this into my treats binder, I think. And then I just got a little freebie as well, which can go into my little mini jar. And then 3 more to go, 3 more shops. This is what I mean, I spent a lot of money. So this is from the Rocking Witch. So these are the dice to go with. I got the Monthly Roller Match Jumbo. Again, this will be for next year. So I'm going to put it into, because on my 2026 binder this year, this will all go into sort of next year's equivalent. So I want to like change it up a little bit. I might keep some of the same challenges, but I might obviously swap it out, do some different things. So yeah, this will definitely go in. And I got the dice that go with that. And then I got Dice Duel. Again, I've seen a lot of people playing this. So you've got pink and orange dice, and then you sort of your one colour, the game's another colour, and then you keep rolling, and whoever gets to the middle space first wins. So if you win, then you put 5 in, and if the game wins, then you put £10 in. So I love that one. And then, oh, this is a little freebie that I got for purchasing at the shop. And then I got Beat the Odds. So again, I've seen quite a few people playing this. So you have to roll, you cross off as many of the odd numbers as you can. You roll it 15 times, you roll these 2 dice. And then you have to roll a 10-sided dice at the end. And it'll give you a number. And then that tells you what you have to do. So I think one of them is you have to add the numbers together and save the total. One's that you've just got to save the highest number that you've got left. One might be to add them together and divide it by 2. So yeah, it basically, you could end up saving loads if you don't cross any off and you have to add them all together. But yeah, it's another one of those where everyone saves a different amount, and it's just a really fun little game. So I treat myself to that, and then that's just the envelope that went with my monthly Roll and Match Jumbo. Next up, I'll do endless budgets and designs. So I just got, obviously we had the whole tin situation last video, so they were selling these on the shop, so I just picked up one of these. I think it was literally 50p, but obviously it's one that you can't get into, so I'm going to actually put my weight loss money into that in my next video. So I got that, and then I just got the little wee seasonal rollers. So spring, summer, autumn and winter. And then in this little bag there is just the little dice that go with each one. But I liked it because it's a bit smaller, so, and again I think 12 weeks is probably roughly what I do per season. So it'll just be sort of one roll a week it'll be my 2027 binder. Then I went to Wednesday Plans. Oh, it was really nice meeting Wednesday Plans as well. Emma, we just sort of went over and, you know, we were shopping, but we were having like a little bit of a chat, and it was really lovely. So I bought from her, I bought a little mini this or that. So it's just £1 and £2, and it's just a food and drink version. So I bought that to in my little jar. And then I bought this little one to sort of put in Oliver and Alvin's envelope. And just sort of start saving up for them. Yeah, I just thought it was so cute. Look at all the little cats. I'm trying to think. That's probably the most like ours, but they're a bit more black than they are white, to be fair. But yeah, I love that. And then I got a beautiful heart always wins. So you get a little bag of hearts. And I'm really sad because I've tipped mine out. I think I'm missing a colour. So I've got pink, yellow, orange, green and purple. And I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be a blue one as well, but I didn't open these till I got home. So it's fine, I'll just colour in the 5 and I'll just use the 5. But yeah, but it's just such a pretty challenge. I've seen loads of people playing it, and it's another one a bit like the oh, which one? Oh, like a few of them, to be fair, but it's like a race to get to the end. So if just you've got the same colour every time, you'd be done there. But if they all get to say here and then one gets there, you'll save loads. So yeah, I'm excited to start playing that one. And then the last shop that I went to was Tyler at Lily Rain Designs. Oh, wait a minute. I've forgotten that I also got these from Wednesday Plans. They were in Tyler's pile for some reason. Just little IOU cards, and they clip into the top of your binder. And then you just write on what you owe to the envelope. So I just thought they were really pretty though. So I've just got a pack of them to start using if I need to. And then now the last shop that we went to was Tyler at Lily Rain Designs. So I got this Sloth and Steady race. Natasha from Budget with Natasha's just finished this. And I think she might have done like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it wasn't big amounts, but when she'd finished it, it saved a lot of money. So I might do something similar and use smaller denominations. But again, if they all go quite far down, you'll save quite a good chunk of that. So yes, I picked that game up. I got a little mini that says proud member of the Overthinkers Club, because I definitely am. So I had to have that. I got 2 of these. I picked up one for Stuffed and Saved as well, because she didn't get a ticket. So she asked I said if you want anything, let me know. And she said if she could find a this or that. So this is a specific cash stuff in this or that, which I thought was really lovely. So yeah, again, you assign different amounts for each one, and then you just sort of pick, would you do this or would you do that? So I got 2 of them. And then how beautiful is this envelope? It was designed by Sarah, I think, at Dilly Dally Budgets, and it was sold on Tyler's stall. So obviously I picked up that, and then I had to pick up some bookmarks to go with that. So I got You Bake My Heart Happy, which saves 30. I got a Deep in My Cash Stuffing Era, which is 40. And then I got I'm Literally Just a Girl. And then so I went to Tyler first thing. So I got a few bits and bobs, but then I went back a little bit later on because I had a little bit of money left. And I'd put my things from the morning into the car. So basically I ended up, I'd not realised I'd already picked this up. So I've picked it up again. So I'll probably keep hold of that, and then like I might do a bit of a giveaway sort of when I hit like, you know, like a milestone. If I hit, I'm not expecting to do, but if I do hit like a milestone sort of subscriber count, then I'll probably put that into the giveaway. And yeah, that is everything that I got. Sorry, it's not. I got this little mini as well from Tyler. 1s and 2s, little hot air balloons. And I just thought that they go perfectly with the dashboard as well that I got from Bethany Budgets. So I just feel like these will go really nicely together. So again, I might do like a bit, I might put it into my sort of more, you know, my travel binder and like my, I think I call it my treats binder when I do my count ups. But yeah, they just go so nicely together. I love them. And yeah, that is everything that I bought. So like I said, I did try to support every single shop. And everyone had so much nice stuff, it was harder to not buy more than this. But like I said, a lot of things will go for next year for my binder setups, so I might not be using it all immediately, but it will all get used and it'll all get loved. So yeah, let me just see how long this video has been going for. Okay, so we're already at 26 minutes, so I tell you what, it's not going to be a long cash stuffing because we are, because my partner's just taken like a little bit of a pay cut. There's not as much money to stuff, so let me I'll come back. I'll just put all this stuff away. I'll come back and we'll do the cash stuffing. Okay, so I've got the money out, so we'll really quickly give this a count. So we've got 20, 40, 60, 80, 91, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 2, 5. So we've got 205 to stuff today. So we've just got here left over, we've just got £4 as well. So I'll save them for later on. So we're going to put 20, 40, 60 into the food shop for next week. And that is the Saffiano done. So next we'll go into travel. So, oh, I never coloured these in. That's okay. I'll just colour this one in here and I will actually colour these in off camera. Perfect. So we're currently working on food and drink. So, yeah, in here now we have got 10 and 20. Perfect. So next we'll do long term. So we're going to go straight to emergency fund, which is going to get 10. So 10 going in here. Right, so in here now there is 700 in the bank, 10 and 20. And then in here, the last thing we're going to stuff is car insurance, which is going to get £10 this week. So in here there is 700 in the bank, 7, 20, 30 and 40. Perfect. So next up we'll do home. So Oliver and Alvin are going to get 10. So in their little envelope now, they've got 250 in the bank to 60, 70, 80, 95. That'll probably go down by next week because they need some more biscuits. I don't know if anyone else's cat's the same, but now it's got really warm, the boys just aren't eating as much, so we're like giving them half pouches of wet meat because they're not really eating anything. And then, but they will eat the biscuits. I don't know if it's because they're dry or what, but so now we're going through biscuits really quickly and the wet food's just lasting ages. But I don't know if it's the heat or what. They're both absolutely fine in themselves. Yeah, it's a strange one. But yeah, I've just added in £5 into home, so we've now got 50 in the bank, 565. And then our vouchers. Home maintenance we're going to skip this week, but garden we're going to give £10. So that's got 100 in the bank, 10 and 20. And then firewood is going to get 5. So in here now there is 50 in the bank, 55 and 60. Boiler service is going to get 5. So that's now got 20, 40, 5 and 50 in there. I'm actually just going to swap them out, so I think I'm going to need some more 5s for my savings challenges. And also, sorry, should I do the same in here as well? And then I think, yeah, last in here, we're just going to do home insurance, which is going to get its usual 10. So that has now got in here 20, 40, 50 and 60. Perfect. And then, yep, that's everything for the home binder. Next up, we have got gifts. So we're going to go into Fred and we're going to give him £10 today. Perfect. Gift done. Next, we'll go into my personal binder and we're just going to add £20 into hair and beauty. So that's now got 50 in the bank, 70 and 90. And that should now do for my lashes, my lashes, my hair, no, not my hair, my lashes, my eyebrows and my dermaplaning that I'm getting done this Friday coming up. So that's that fully funded. And then we should have now £40 left for challenges. So there's 10, 15, 25, 35 and 40. So we'll get out our 2026 binder. And we are going to, oh, I never changed that burger. Okay, we're committing to the burger. So, in here, okay, so you'll notice, but I've 3 of my challenges. I think this one, I put the 6 indicators to round it up to 100 and the 52-week Mega Saver. I put the money into the bank so I could take the cash out for BBMU. So that's why this has been condensed now. There's 150 in the bank and then 160 in there now. And I'm okay. I was worried it had transferred massively then. I'm going to put £5 into 25 in 2026. So in here we have now got 100 in the bank, 20, 35. Oh, wrong side. Next we'll do Katie's. So I'm just going to add £5 into this. Yeah, I rounded that up, look, so it had 100 in, it had 50 in the bank, and then I think we had 94 last time, so I put the 6 in. And we've now got £105 in that challenge. We'll do the 52-week Mega Saver next. So in here this week, we've got to save the letters. So for each letter, we have to do £2. So I'll just quickly call these in and then I'll come back. So in here we need to put 5, 10, and then we need to do 12. But we've actually, right, okay, we've got 3 in here, so we'll put 15 in, and we'll take 3 out of there. So in this challenge now, we have got 150 in the bank, 155, 65, 66, 166. Oh, and then we're going to add that last £5 there into our seasonal. So we'll just do this little crab down here. And then what I'll do off camera is I'll condense that down and probably cross off the sun up there. But in here we have now got 200 in the bank to 10, 15, 25 and 30. And that is it for this binder. And then I'm just going to also quickly change the, oh, they're all mixed in now. Okay, so I'll just change these 4 that were left over for 4 placeholders. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And pop that away. And I've also just thought of something else that I need to do. I need to go in here. Because I've only just added this in, this is going to take some getting used to. But this challenge I'm obviously doing weekly. And now I've got my tin as well from Alex and Lou. I've got somewhere to keep it now. Technically, this week I have lost 0.2 kilograms. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's in the right direction. But I have checked and I can't cross anything else off for that because it was 6.3 last time and now it's 6.8. So we're very nearly at the 7th one, but we're just not there quite yet. But because it is a loss, I'm just going to... I technically don't need to put anything in for this week. Because it's not enough to take me down the next one, but I'm not going to forfeit a £5 because I have still lost a little bit. I've lost technically like £0.5 or something, so... yeah, but I will put the money into my new tin. So I'll put the 10 in that we had. And then the £1 as well. There we go. Right, just put this up here out of the way. Perfect, right. So now what I'm going to do is we'll do a little bit in our minis. I thought we've not had a good amount for a good few weeks now in our mini challenges. So it'll be nice to put some in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's get... we'll just do one. No. Yeah, we'll just do one nice. So 3... 6, 1, 2, nope, 2, 1 and 1. So these 2 challenges didn't get anything, but that's okay. So we'll start off with this one here, which just got 1. So we'll do this little pink flower down here. The little Christmas challenge also got 1. So we will... oh, is that brown? Yeah. We'll do this little gingerbread house here for 1. The donut challenge got 2. and each one is 2, so just cross that one off. And then lastly, this one here got 3, so we will do this shoe horse and then this little love heart disco ball. Perfect. Right, and we'll pop that away. And that is that done. So thank you so much for watching, guys. It was a bit of a longer one from me today. But like I said, I wanted to go through the Happy Mail, and I also wanted to get my cash stuffing done. So thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around if you're at this point. I hope you all had a lovely week. I hope those that went to BBMU had as much fun as I did. And I'll see you all next week for my week 3 of June cash stuffing. Bye.